With Rishi Sunak, you've got a change of emphasis and a different way forward. His views on Greenbelt are that he doesn't want as much land released. Saying we want brownfield to come forward is an obvious answer when I have been involved in schemes over the years where you've had to remediate brown land, you've had contamination issues, you've had buildings that have, reached their end of life, had to be taken down. That's really expensive. I think we've been skirting around the issues for a number of years. So you have a massive housing target to be achieved, and you've had lots of, if you like, development stymied over a period of time because there's been this stop-start. And we're simply not building enough for people to meet their needs.
Some of his proposals are to make sure that developers, if they get planning permission on that site, they have to build it out before they get planning on other sites in the local area. But he wants to make sure that there's a build out levy. If you don't build out within that period of time, then you have to pay a cost. That will make a big difference in respect of developers going for planning permission. So they want to make sure that if they get planning on a site, that they can develop it out, that it is viable, and also that they do that within a reasonable period of time.
And at the same time, the challenges of building communities still exist. So it's no good just having high rises everywhere without homes for families, communities, making sure they've got green spaces, all of those things. I still think there is a big divide because the south is where it looks like infrastructure is always invested. Well, I am hoping that the reappointment of Michael Gove will actually produce some results this time, because the Levelling Up Bill was something that he took forward.
Michael Gove is really keen on making sure that areas are aesthetically pleasing. So his real concern is that design at the moment is not good enough. He's really keen on beauty being a massive point in respect of how new housing developments are made.
The creation of beautiful homes is a very subjective matter. You've got to actually realise that in planning there are these conflicting challenges that still exist, and you've still got to make sure that you tick all the boxes and make your home beautiful. So I don't think necessarily beautiful translates as well as perhaps Michael Gove would want it to translate.
He's also really keen on infrastructure, democracy in terms of the local public having a say in respect of that. In terms of the street votes that Gove wants to bring in, I think that can be quite difficult.
Coming off the back of COVID, I think the resourcing issue is probably at its worst ever. Genuinely, you don't have the quality of people that you've dealt with previously that can make decisions, and a lot of it is top driven down.
Particularly working with local authorities on a daily basis, the problem is that they just don't have the funding, they don't have enough people there, they don't have the resource. I really expected the autumn statement to come out with more public funding, and particularly more public funding for the planning system, because it's key in terms of housing delivery.